Hey kindergarten, it's Miss Corey again here with Mabel because it's time for phonics. So last night I was talking to Miss Easterbrook, and as I was talking to her, I had some of your phonics work on the background of my computer, and she goes, Miss Corey, I didn't realize you had animals in your class. And I was like, no, I have kindergartners. And she's like, no, all I heard was animals because they were making these amazing animal sounds. And you know what? She was right. My kindergartners are amazing at animal sounds, but I was like, I need to make sure that we're learning and not just having fun being animals, and that we're having so much fun, but are we still studying phonics? Do my kindergartners know that we're working on phonics and learning more? So last night I thought really hard about what is the most important thing I can teach you to help you get better at reading blends and studying your blends, because that's why we're here. So today I'm going to teach you that blends alone can't help you read, okay? Just seeing the blend, that's not going to help you read. But when you read the blend and then think, what's going to make sense here, you're going to be able to read the whole word and then check to make sure that it sounds right, okay? So let's look back at our poem and see what this work in action, okay? So I'm going to hold this up real nice and close. I speak, I say, I talk. Okay, so this is our poem from Monday, and we're going to go back to it because this has a lot of blends in here and it's a really awesome work. Okay, so we're going to be looking at it again, nice up and close, of I speak, I say, I talk. Okay, so let us read this poem again. Here we go. Cats purr, lions roar, owls hoot, bears sing. Oh no. The rest of the word is blacked out. What am I going to do to figure out this word? Okay. What are some things bears do? Shout them out at me. What are some things bears do? I heard so many great answers. I heard things like bears snore, bears growl. But I want to be really working on my job of, do you see that there's a blend right there? Sn. So if my word starts with sn, does growl make sense? No, because that has grr to start. What word starts with sn? Snore. Great job, kindergarten. Snore starts with the sn. Okay? We thought about not only what word makes sense based off of what bears do, but we also thought about what word makes sense for that blend. And sn or is what makes sense. So when I erase it, now I see snore. Bears snore. Okay, so we're going to keep doing this work, okay? And because there's more blackouts. What I want you to do is, if you have a paper or a dry erase board at home, I want you to try to write down the word that is blacked out and see if we're right. Okay, remember, if you need to pause so you can do this work, then you may, and then restart the video when you're ready. Okay, so let's read it again. Cats purr, lions roar, owls hoot, bears snore, crickets kurr. Can you write down, what do crickets kurr? Crickets, what do crickets do? So think about what crickets do and what word might start with kurr. Okay. What were some words that we thought of? Crickets chirp, crickets talk, crickets creak. Crickets creak. Very good. Crickets creak. Okay, let's do the next one. Mice squeak, something baa. What animal baa do you think that is? What animal baa? Okay, write it down. Great job. Kindergarten, what baa? Sheep. Very good. Sheep baa. And the last one, but I sp. What word is that? Write it down. I-sp. Great job, kindergarten, but I speak. I speak. Okay? So, kindergarten, you did a great job of really thinking about what words make sense and what words go with that phrase. Okay? I don't spy. I might spy, but does that go with what's going on? No. Spying isn't those words. We wanted a word for it. So I speak makes sense. Very good, kindergarten. Okay, so our job at home is to continue to do this work and finding those blends in the next two stanzas. Let's read them together for right now. I'll help you a little bit and then you'll go home, or when you're at home, you'll get to do the rest. Practice reading this, practice finding the blends. Okay, so here's our next stanza. Here we go. Monkeys chatter, cows moo, ducks quack, doves coo, pigs squeal, horses neigh, crickets creak, but I say. I'm wondering if there's any blends in any of these words. Can you help me find those blends when you're reading at home? Okay, when you find those blends, you could underline them, you could highlight them, you could write them down on a piece of paper. It's up to you. Okay, and let's read our last stanza. Here we go. Flies hum, dogs growl, bats screech, coyotes howl, frogs croak. Ooh, I can't read that. Parrots squawk, bees buzz, but I talk. Very good. Just like last time, I'm wondering if you could find some of those blends in these words. And remember, we're looking for them at the beginning of the words. We're only looking at the beginning. We're not looking at the end or middle of the words right now for those blends and digraphs. Okay? So kindergarten, when you go home, at home, you're going to be reading this poem a few times through, okay? And you're going to be practicing reading those blends, figuring out those tricky words, and reading the blend to begin, and then figuring out the rest of the word for what makes sense, especially because a lot of these words have long vowels in them, so they have a different, the word saying the name as opposed to the sound, okay? So really use those blends to help you figure out those words and what makes sense, okay? Again, you'll just read it a few times through to get better at reading those words. Your second activity is that you are going to come up with your own words that begin with different blends. So we're going to have these four blends. Oopsies. DR, BL, SC, and SL. So your job is to come up with 3 words that begin with those letters. So Miss Corey's thinking for DR. For DR, I could think of drain, a drain. Okay, and then I will write drain right there. Okay, and then you will come up with 3 all on your own. Okay, same with bull. Bull. We've been blending. Bull end. Okay, so I wrote blend. Okay, and you'll just keep doing that for all the letters SC and SL. So you'll come up with 12 words in all. Okay, so you're going to be coming up with words with these blends to start and spelling them the best you can. Does Miss Corey expect the word to be spelled correctly? No, but do I expect that blend to be spelled correctly? Yep. Okay, so we're working hard on those blends, but the rest of the word, you're just trying your best by stretching it out and writing all the sounds that you hear. Okay? Very good. So I hope that you had a good lesson today and that you're really working hard on reading those blends and now writing those blends. Mabel and I are so happy you were with us today, and we'll see you tomorrow.